It may come as a surprise, but as we age past 65, our body's ability to process alcohol diminishes significantly. What was once a harmless glass of wine could now be silently straining your liver, messing with your medications, or disrupting your sleep in ways that worsen heart disease, diabetes, and memory loss. In fact, studies published in The Lancet Public Health show that even moderate drinking in seniors increases risks of cognitive decline by 35% compared to abstainers. Some popular alcoholic drinks might seem harmless or even healthy based on outdated advice. But the truth is, for seniors, certain types of alcohol can worsen dehydration, increase blood pressure, impair balance, and even interfere with medications in dangerous ways. You'll find that out shortly, along with 4 much safer alternatives that won't make you feel like you're giving up the joys of social drinking. Be sure to read to the end because the #1 worst alcohol for seniors is one that's still widely recommended in health magazines, and it might be sabotaging your brain and heart without your knowledge. Now let's dive in. Before we do, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 inch in the comments. If not, type 0 inches to let me know how I can make better content for you. 4 types of alcohol seniors should avoid. Hard liquor, whiskey, vodka, rum. Too much, too fast, too dangerous. At first glance, a simple glass of whiskey or a neat shot of vodka may seem like a harmless indulgence, especially for those who've enjoyed such drinks for decades. It's tradition, it's comfort, and for many, it's routine. But what the aging body doesn't reveal as quickly as it used to is just how drastically it's changed. After age 65, your liver processes alcohol more slowly, your tolerance drops, and your central nervous system becomes more vulnerable to disruption. That once friendly nightcap can now become a silent thief. Unlike wine or beer, hard liquor delivers a highly concentrated dose of alcohol that hits fast and hard. It doesn't just relax you, it can impair you before you realize it. The margin for safety narrows with age, and that shot you used to handle easily can now lead to dizziness, loss of balance, sudden drops in blood pressure, and worst of all, dangerous falls. These are not small risks. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related death among adults over 65 in the United States. Hard liquor is also profoundly dehydrating, compounding common senior issues like dry skin, constipation, and even kidney stress. But perhaps the most overlooked danger is its interaction with medications. Blood pressure pills, sedatives, antidepressants, these don't mix well with strong spirits. The result? Heart irregularities, confusion, even respiratory depression. The price you pay isn't just a headache the next morning, it's your safety, your independence, and your ability to think clearly. And over time, the cumulative effects of repeated strain on the liver and nervous system can lead to long-term cognitive decline, not just short-term fog. So while a stiff drink might feel like a reward for older adults, it can quietly become a costly trade-off. It's not about judgment, it's about protecting the years you've earned and living them well. But if hard liquor isn't the only hidden danger lurking in your glass, what's next? The next type of alcohol might surprise you even more because it wears a sweet disguise. Cheap sweet wines and dessert wine coolers, a sugar trap in disguise. There's something disarming about a glass of sweet wine. It doesn't burn like liquor, it goes down easy, and its fruity aroma often feels inviting, comforting, even. For many seniors, it's the drink of choice during holidays, dinners, or quiet evenings. But behind the sweetness lies a hidden risk, one that the aging body is far less equipped to handle than it once was. Most commercially produced sweet wines and wine coolers are more than just fermented grapes. They're heavily loaded with added sugars, artificial flavors, and preservatives like sulfites. While they may taste light and harmless, they set off a cascade of biological stress in the senior body. The sugars can spike blood glucose levels rapidly, especially dangerous for the nearly 1 in 4 adults over 65 living with diabetes. And the sharp glycemic swings that follow can cause fatigue, blurred vision, irritability, or worse, long-term nerve and eye damage. Sulfites, often used to preserve shelf life and color, are another hidden enemy. They've been linked to headaches, inflammation, and respiratory irritation, particularly in older adults with asthma or reduced lung function. Then there's the acidity of these wines, quietly eroding tooth enamel and exacerbating acid reflux, a common issue that's often chalked up to age alone. The price you pay isn't just a moment of indulgence, it's days or even years off your wellness. When you drink something sweet and cheap, your body pays with increased inflammation, impaired digestion, and elevated cardiovascular risk. The drink that once made you feel lighthearted might now be weighing your body down in ways you can't see, but will eventually feel. What's even more concerning is that these sweet wines often give a false sense of safety. But if sugar is the hidden saboteur, what about beer, the drink that's been called the friendly one? You may want to brace yourself, because what's coming next could change how you see that cold bottle forever. Beer, especially light beer, not as light as you think. For many older adults, beer holds a nostalgic comfort, a backyard barbecue, a sports game, a toast with old friends. And among alcoholic choices, light beer is often perceived as the safe option. Lower in alcohol, easy on the system, and socially accepted. But what seems light on the surface can carry a heavy burden for seniors, both silently and steadily. The truth is, beer, particularly light beer, isn't as gentle as it pretends to be. Behind the mild buzz and bubbly head lie hidden carbohydrates, purines, and preservatives that can disrupt the delicate balance of an aging body. It's not just about calories. Beer is loaded with refined starches and sugars that quickly convert into glucose, leading to blood sugar spikes and energy crashes. For the nearly 50% of seniors who are pre-diabetic, this is not a minor issue, it's a metabolic trap. Even more concerning is beer's link to gout, a painful and inflammatory condition that becomes more common after age 60. Beer's high purine content can sharply raise uric acid levels, triggering flares of joint pain that can last for days. What was once a light refreshment can become the root cause of chronic suffering. And let's not forget beer's impact on bladder function and sleep, two of the most delicate systems in later life. Diuretic in nature, beer worsens nighttime urination, disrupts sleep cycles, and contributes to dehydration, all of which are linked to memory loss, balance issues, and fatigue in seniors. The price you pay for that cold bottle isn't always immediate, but over time, it chips away at your energy, clarity, and comfort. It's the cost of inflammation, weight gain, restless nights, and aching joints. And perhaps worst of all, it's a slow erosion of health disguised as a harmless tradition. But while beer may blur the line between harmless and harmful, the next category of drinks takes that risk to an entirely new level with hidden dangers most seniors never see coming. Get ready, because mixed drinks aren't as mixed up as you think. They're calculated and potentially harmful. Cocktails and mixed drinks, a toxic mix of sugar and spirits. They're colorful, festive, and often served with a smile. Cocktails have become the go-to drink for celebrations, social gatherings, or simply winding down. But behind the ice cubes and the umbrella, these seemingly fun drinks are often the most dangerous for older adults, not because of how they taste, but because of how they hide what they truly are. Mixed drinks are typically made with hard liquor masked by sweeteners, syrups, fruit juices, or sodas, a combination that delivers a double hit: high alcohol and high sugar. For seniors, this pairing is particularly harmful. The sugar content alone in many cocktails can rival that of a dessert, sending blood sugar soaring in a matter of minutes. For those already dealing with insulin resistance or diabetes, this can lead to episodes of fatigue, blurred vision, and even dangerous blood sugar crashes. But the greater danger may lie in the alcohol itself, because mixed drinks disguise potency. You don't feel the impact right away. That false sense of control makes it easier to overdrink without realizing, especially in social settings. For seniors who may already struggle with memory, coordination, or medication schedules, this becomes a hazardous mix both literally and figuratively. The artificial flavors and additives in cocktails can also burden the liver, increase acid reflux, and provoke inflammatory responses in the body. And when combined with common medications like antidepressants, sleep aids, or blood pressure pills, the effects can be unpredictable, even dangerous. The price you pay isn't just in the glass, it's in the hours, days, and even years that follow. What begins as a fun night out could lead to foggy thinking, imbalance, interrupted sleep, or a silent strain on the heart and brain that accumulates over time. For seniors seeking clarity, strength, and longevity, these drinks often deliver the opposite. But there is hope and pleasure on the other side of awareness. In fact, not all drinks are off limits. Up next, you'll discover 4 alternatives that not only protect your health, but elevate your experience. Some might even surprise you. 4 better alcohol alternatives for seniors. Red wine in moderation, heart-friendly and brain-boosting. For centuries, red wine has held a certain reverence, a symbol of relaxation, culture, and even health. And for older adults, it might just be one of the few alcoholic beverages that can still offer more than just a pleasant flavor. But the secret lies not in the pour, but in the portion. Unlike hard liquors or sugary cocktails, red wine, particularly varieties rich in resveratrol, offers something rare: the potential to support heart health, circulation, and even cognitive clarity. This powerful polyphenol, found in the skin of red grapes, has been linked to improved blood vessel function and reduced inflammation, both of which are key concerns for seniors at risk for heart disease and memory loss. Drinking a modest 5-ounce glass of red wine a few times a week may help raise HDL, good cholesterol, and protect arteries from oxidative damage. But moderation is not just a guideline, it's a necessity. In excess, even red wine loses its charm, tipping into liver strain, blood pressure elevation, and sleep disruption. The magic is in restraint. Red wine also contains compounds that may guard against neurodegenerative diseases by crossing the blood-brain barrier and fighting oxidative stress directly in brain tissues. Seniors often report feeling more relaxed and warm after a small glass, not from intoxication, but from its natural vasodilating effects and subtle calming influence. However, choosing low-sulfite, organic options makes all the difference. It minimizes unwanted reactions like headaches or flushed skin, which are more common in aging bodies. And drinking red wine with food, especially healthy fats or lean proteins, can help slow absorption and protect your stomach lining. Red wine, when chosen and consumed with intention, can become a ritual of pleasure and protection. But what if you could take the elegance of wine and make it even gentler on the body without sacrificing taste or social joy? The next alternative does just that, offering refreshment and restraint in every sip. Low ABV spritzers, wine plus sparkling water equals the elegant dilution. There's something beautiful about simplicity, about finding joy in what's gentle, not overpowering. For seniors who still enjoy the social grace of a drink but want to honor their changing bodies, a low ABV spritzer offers the perfect middle ground. It's not about giving something up, it's about giving your body something it can handle with care. A spritzer, made by blending a modest pour of wine with sparkling water, transforms a standard drink into something refreshing, lighter, and far less taxing on the system. It cuts the alcohol content by half or more, allowing you to enjoy the taste, aroma, and ritual without risking the brain fog, dehydration, or sleep disturbances that full-strength drinks can bring. As we age, our kidneys become more sensitive, our balance less forgiving, and our sleep more fragile. A spritzer respects all of that. It hydrates while it satisfies. It slows you down in the best way, offering just enough to feel included and uplifted without tipping the scale toward risk. And when infused with a slice of citrus, a few berries, or a sprig of mint, it becomes more than a drink, it becomes a moment of presence and pleasure. There's also power in the visual cue, a tall glass full of fizz catching the light. You don't need a heavy pour to feel the experience of celebration, and because spritzers are usually sipped slowly, they naturally promote mindful drinking, which helps you stay in tune with your body and avoid unintended overconsumption. For seniors who miss the social aspect of drinking but want to do so with grace and intention, the spritzer is a quiet revolution, one that whispers instead of shouts. But what if you could enjoy the same sense of calm and ritual without alcohol at all, while still gaining something for your health, something restorative for your gut, your energy, and even your mood? Kombucha alcohol-free or low-alcohol versions, the digestive tonic. Sometimes, the body tells you what it needs not through words, but through fatigue, sluggish digestion, or a mood that just won't lift. As we age, the gut becomes more delicate, and its influence on everything from energy to cognition grows more profound. That's where kombucha steps in, not as a trend, but as a tonic. Fermented with care, kombucha offers a gentle, natural fizz that feels celebratory yet healing. Made from tea, live cultures, and just a hint of sweetness, it delivers probiotics, B vitamins, and organic acids that help restore the inner ecosystem of the gut. For seniors struggling with constipation, bloating, or reduced nutrient absorption, this can be more than a beverage. It can be a quiet act of self-respect. Unlike alcohol, which often irritates the digestive tract and dulls mental clarity, kombucha has the potential to lift energy, sharpen focus, and support the immune system. Its tangy flavor may take some adjusting to, but that complexity is a reflection of its richness. Many older adults find that with regular, moderate intake, especially alcohol-free or low-alcohol versions, they feel lighter, more balanced, and even more emotionally at ease. The ritual of drinking kombucha can become just as meaningful as sipping wine or whiskey once was. Poured into a glass, cold and bubbling, it satisfies the hand and the mind. It gives seniors a way to participate in social settings without compromise and to feel good in their bodies, not in spite of what they're drinking, but because of it. And while kombucha may heal from the inside out, what if there was a drink that could calm your nerves, soothe your mind, and still bring that celebratory spark without a single drop of alcohol or sugar? What comes next isn't just a drink, it's a mindset shift, a new kind of toast to aging well. Mocktails with herbal adaptogens, social joy without the side effects. There's a quiet dignity in choosing what supports you. In a world that often equates fun with intoxication, mocktails infused with herbal adaptogens offer a new kind of pleasure, one that honors both your years and your health. These drinks aren't just alcohol replacements, they are carefully crafted experiences that calm the nervous system, restore inner balance, and still feel festive in your hand. Adaptogens like ashwagandha, lemon balm, ginger, holy basil, and chamomile don't dull your senses, they help you feel more present. These herbs are known for their ability to regulate stress hormones, reduce inflammation, and gently energize the mind without overstimulation. For seniors who battle anxiety, sleepless nights, or medication-induced fatigue, these ingredients are nature's subtle answer. A mocktail made with sparkling water, fresh herbs, citrus, and adaptogens is far more than flavored water, it's a sensory ritual. The scent of mint, the bite of ginger, the soothing note of lavender, there's beauty in how these drinks bring people together without the haze of alcohol or the regret the next morning. You remain sharp, grounded, and fully in control, not just of your body, but of your joy. For those living with chronic conditions or on complex medications, mocktails remove the hidden dangers that often come with alcohol. No blood pressure spikes, no blood sugar crashes, no medication interference, just nourishment disguised as delight. And perhaps the most important part, you're still part of the moment, still raising a glass, still celebrating life without paying the physical or emotional cost. Now, imagine the ripple effect when these small, intentional choices add up. Your energy improves, your clarity returns, and you show others that aging gracefully isn't about restriction, it's about wisdom. Aging well is a choice, one sip at a time. Aging isn't about decline, it's about refinement. And just like the body, our choices can evolve with grace, dignity, and intention. Alcohol, once seen as a symbol of celebration, companionship, or comfort, takes on a different meaning after the age of 65. What once relaxed us may now strain the liver. What once helped us sleep may now rob us of rest. and what once brought us together might now be quietly pulling us away from our best selves. But here's the truth. You don't have to give up joy to gain health. You simply have to know which joys are still safe to hold. Every drink we've explored in this guide isn't about denying pleasure, it's about redefining it. Whether it's a glass of red wine shared over dinner, a sparkling spritzer on a sunny porch, a glass of gut-friendly kombucha, or a mocktail rich with calming herbs, the ritual remains. The connection remains, but the consequences do not. This isn't about perfection, it's about awareness. About protecting the clarity of your mind, the strength of your bones, the beat of your heart. Every sip becomes a decision to honor your body, your journey, and your future. And perhaps most importantly, to stay fully present for the people and moments that matter most. The world will always offer shortcuts, sugar-coated traps, and empty indulgences. But aging well is an act of rebellion against all that. It is choosing vitality over numbness, memory over fog, presence over escape. The price you pay for the wrong drinks is often hidden. At first, a restless night, a dizzy spell, a little more forgetfulness than usual. But over time, those costs add up. Fortunately, so do the benefits of even the smallest improvements. Swapping one harmful drink for a nourishing one might seem small, but for your brain, your liver, your balance, and your sleep, it is a powerful, lasting gift. You've earned the right to live these years fully clear-minded, steady, and strong. So raise a glass not to the past, but to the future you're choosing to protect. Because the truth is, growing older isn't the end of celebration. It's just the beginning of celebrating differently and far more wisely. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 2. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.